We've got Tammy and Luca Piscopo, and you're 6, and how old are you, Luca?
5.
Now Tammy, who have you come to tell us about tonight?
Grandad.
And what's so special about your granddad?
He entertains people.
And how does he entertain people?
With magic.
So please welcome What a Sleight with Sleight of Hand from Lincoln.
I've been doing magic for 70 years. A long time. I still can't do it. There we are. A sleight of hand is something like this, you see. The hand is quicker than the eye. For instance, take a cigarette, you see. If I take this cigarette I want to vanish, I do it that way, see, and bring it back. Or if I want to, I do it that way, push it into my hand and it comes back, you see. That is actually what they call sleight of hand, on which a magician's tricks, to a large extent, depend, hand being the quicker than the eye. It's a bit awkward for me because I've got a bit of, I don't know whether it's arthritis or something, which is a bit of a handicap, especially for handling cards. Oh God. But we get by. I'm 90 years of age, what can you expect? That's sleight of hand. I was talking to an elderly lady the other day. She said, "You're a magician, aren't you?" So I said, "Yes." She said, "Will you show me a trick?" She said, do you do that trick where you cut the rope?" I said, "Yeah, I cut it in 2 exact lengths." She said, "One's a bit longer than the other, isn't it?" I said, "Well, these days people have impaired eyesight. I have, I can't do what the heck I'm doing." I said, "I'm sorry about that, dear. I'm sorry about that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start again." See? I said, what I should have done is tied the rope together with a knot invented by a bloke called Watt. It's what they call a Watt knot. See? And there we are. She said, "Well, show it all round." I said, "There you are." "No," she said, "the rope." I said, "Yeah, the rope, I'll show you it all round." And I gave the rope another cut, you see, like that. See? She said, you must be a rich magician. Every time you do this trick, you waste 2 pieces of rope." I said, "No, I don't. I only use one, you see." And that is for a friend of mine that said one of these days he'd like to see me with a rope around the neck. Thank you. Now, there are many ways of sewing people in half, at least half a dozen. Every way is different. Now, the illusion stuff I used to use, I didn't have an assistant. I used to get somebody from the audience. They didn't know how the illusion was done, although they took part in it. One typical example is this one. Now the point is, which isn't shown on this photograph, magicians came to me afterwards and said, "How did you pull her apart and walk in between?" I said, "Well, that's the secret." So that's what I did with this particular illusion. This was a picture of Paul Daniels and myself when he was at the Theatre Royal here in Lincoln, many, many years ago. And that's Paul and me. Paul knew of me and he got in touch with me. See, let's have a get together, we talk shop.
I've been cutting Walter's hair now for about 30 years, and you know, he's one of my older customers who comes in the shop, and he's a great friend and he's a lovely man, and I hope he has many more years ahead of him. I think sometimes, you know, when you look at Walter you think there's no problems, but sadly he's lost his wife and he's really coming through a depressive cloud, you know, and but he's picking up, you know, you sympathise with him and always appreciate the fact that you know, somebody like that has got to get himself back out into the normality of life, which is very hard, especially at 90.
I'm sort of taking things easy and not do. I just don't feel like laughing and joking and messing about with tricks until I've got over this, you know, because I miss her a lot. She was a lovely lass. I go to her grave nearly every day with flowers, and there it is. But people have been very good to me, extremely good.